So hello, this is the module 2 in week 9, finishing processes. I'm going to start my module. Uh, this is good news. This module is the last learning module for secondary manufacturing processes. So we learned a lot of concepts in the secondary manufacturing process, including casting, molding, forming, separating, conditioning, and assembling. So this is the last part after doing all the processes, so which is finishing. So I prefer the three objectives, very simple. So explain why finish apply to products. Why do we need to finish? And explain how materials are prepared for finishing and describe how different finishes are applied to materials. So I want to draw this, I want to bring this image with the question. So why do we need finished products? And I want to ask you find manufactured products in this image. You can find the lightning fixtures like this, or bucket. Maybe this would be aluminum bucket and table and chairs. So all products were produced using the multiple methods such as forming, molding, or assembling. But after that, they need one more final process, which is finishing. And we can think about what kind of finishing process these products have been gone through. So we can ask this question. So we also ask in your daily life, you see computer or desktop or desk or cell phone or all material has certain finish. So when you think about what kind of finishes they have been gone through. So this chart shows the development of finishing in the history. So I would say the first finishing was appeared in the ancient time, so cave painting like this. So the Asian people they started drawing some pigment or some images on their wall. That is to protect their wall as well as make beauty the wall. So that's the kind of art. And then Egyptian they highly developed the finishing like this. So that became an art in terms of painting. And then 500 BC Greeks they started the pottery decorations. This is a pottery. So to keep the pottery more time, they developed this finishing process. And then I also had a question this one, how to protect wood boat. So many of boat were made of wood. So wood are very fragile, or wood is easily wear, or wood easily warp or split by certain circumstance. So, but how to protect them? Answer is like this. They do a lot of finishing. So this example shows people do painting or varnish. They apply varnish or other primers. So that protect the wood board from the warp or split. So this is the key idea of this class. So why is the finish applied to the products? To protect them against the elements and exuding corrosion. So that is the key. And sometimes they do finish to increase aesthetic or visual appeal, or increase or reduce electrical conductivity for metal parts. So many of electronic products are finished to reduce electrical conductivity because they either for example, like cookingware, if that has electrical conductivity, that causes electrical shocks. So that's why they do coating on the metal part to reduce electrical conductivity. Or sometimes we do the coating to increase electrical conductivity using metal part, or to prevent limit tarnishing of surface that prevent repetitive polishing, or to provide decorations, and then to increase surface wear resistance. These are good reasons to apply product finish. So this is 1, 2, 3 step, essential elements of finishing. First, select a finish and prepare material and apply finish. Our lecture will focus on 2 parts. So the finishing materials can be categorized by 2, converted and coating. So have you ever thought about different types of the finishing? So sometimes we do finishing chemically. That means that change the internal structure. So chemically alter the surface. That's one example is anodizing. So I'll further explain this process. And coating is a example is painting. So just make another layer of the material. That's coating. So first one is conversion finishing. As I mentioned, this is a chemical process. So the most common method is anodizing. So anodizing is a process that oxidizes the surface part, giving layer of oxide. So I explained how aluminium like this protect from corrosion. So let's say this is aluminium. Aluminium maybe consists of aluminium molecule, LaAl, and then we put this aluminium in the naturally that can create another layer on the surface, because aluminium has tendency to react with oxygen, so that create another layer, Al2O3. This is example. So that protect the aluminium from corrosion. So this is the anodizing, but this anodizing is accelerate this oxidization process. So most of aluminum or titanium or magnesium, zinc products were anodized. So this is an example of this cell phone. So this cell phone is made of titanium or aluminum. So, but we want to more protect this product. So then we can put this cell phone to electrolyte the liquid. Then we put the connect the electricity, like this is plus, this is minus. Let's say like this. Then what happened? So this part is charged negative and this charged positive, right? So our goal is um, make chemical reactions with this part with oxygen. So electrolyte provide oxygen, and then oxygen they become ion, negative charged ion, and then that react with this one. So that create oxygen layer surrounding this material that create another oxygen layer that is called oxidation. So this is the anodizing. So most of aluminum or titanium products were process this anodizing action. And another example of conversion finishings are phosphate conversion, that is phosphate or chromate. So phosphate using chemical like phosphate, so to prepare coating. This is an example of phosphate. So it's similar to oxidation. So that coat using the phosphate, and before and after that better protect the material from corrosion. So this is the phosphate, and chromate is the similar, so that on cadmium mostly use the zinc plate zinc and to protect the material, and oxidation oxide conversion is also provide oxygen to provide corrosion or abrasion resistance. And second types of finishing is surface coating. So one example is painting, I mentioned. So painting create another layer like this that protect from corrosion. So and dry and then make the polymerization. So this part. So there are two types of surface coating. First one is organic. These are petroleum and natural gum and or resin. And inorganic, so they're used by metal or ceramics. This is example of coating. So most common method is electroplating. Most of the products are produced by electroplating, I bet, because another example is this one, like car. Most of car is painted by electroplating method. So this diagram shows its detail. So in this example, so um, we connect the battery to electrolyte the liquid. Then we use copper. So this is plate material, and this is our target part. So once we make flow the current, then negative electron moves to negative to positive, right? But at the same time, the positively charged part tend to move to negative side, because this silver has higher electric conductivity, so that attract this copper the components, then copper component move to this part, so they help coating this silver, so that create copper coating. So this is the metallic coating called electroplating. So this is another example like this. So we can charge a negative to the part, and then the zinc load to the positive. So once we put the steel to the electrolyte liquid, then the positive part attached to the negative charged part that make coating very quickly. That is used in the car manufacturing process. And then applying finishing materials, so by ceramic and organic, the variety of method to apply the organic or ceramic and organic coating. So brushing is using brush coating, such as Ioner. This is a example. It's a wood product, so we can apply finishing using brush or roll. Apply this and then spraying or dipping and flowing. So this example is deep coating example. So in the manufacturing, they do dipping to make quick coating. So they do this process in one shot, like clean, rinse, and coating. So this is a kind of a assembly line connected. So move this way. So they do automatically clean and rinse and coating. That is a practice used in the manufacturing. And additionally, I prepared one more slide, that is wood finishing. So wood finishing is the same. So we do prepare wood. So before finish, so we need to prepare wood with sanding. So in the sanding, we use medium grade sandpaper, such as for me, I use number 8 grades or 150 grades. That is very rough sandpaper. And then I select and apply wood stain. So there are two types of stains. So stains is it's a kind of painting, but that penetrate to the wood. So there are two types of stain. One is water-based and oil-based. So the water-based is create more natural feeling. So that's why I love water-based. But oil-based is more thick coating. So and then oil-based can better protect the wood from the alcohol. So if you want to protect your wood from alcohol, so such as like in the cooking kitchen, we want to use for kitchen in the kitchen, so you need to use oil based. But the other case, you can use the water based. So, and then add clear protective finish such as paint or sealant. So this is process of wood finishing. So example shows no finish. If you just put the wood without any finish, and then that will easily quickly deteriorate the wood. That means they create warp or crack like this, or that warp change the shape like this. So linseed oil, shellac, and acrylic paint, that example shows. So shellac was very popular in 1880s, 1980s, or before. That create like high gloss, but nowadays people doesn't like a shellac because it's too much. The people feel too much. So all right, that's it. So I explained about finishing process in manufacturing. That is the last part of secondary manufacturing. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.